Welcome to a new episode. It's like, no. No, we don't.
Yeah, what's good, guys? Welcome to a new...
All right, guys, welcome to a new episode of the Win by Two podcast. This is episode 9. Episode 9, right?
Yeah.
Episode 9. Damn, one more from 10. That's crazy. Damn.
That just something special with the 10, right?
That's a milestone.
Yeah,
That
something
is.
has to happen. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
Yeah.
mean,
10, and then we
We'll
hit
just
50.
do
Then
jazz hands or some shit.
yeah. Some shit like that. But yeah, so welcome guys to a new episode of Win by Two podcast, episode 9. Yeah, man, we got a lot to get into today. We're gonna try to make sure this is not like a super long episode. We got a lot of topics to get into. How are you guys doing?
feeling
Guys good?
man.
Good, man.
Feeling
Good.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, let's get into this. So with the okay, so basically we know that the Lakers are kind of falling apart right now. You know, obviously with the injuries of LeBron and
Big
King.
words.
That's fine.
Falling.
Well, we'll get into that. But we see the Lakers drop in the standings, and then we just see a lot of issues with the Nets and this and that. So it looks like kind of who's going to win the championship is in the air. Like we don't really know what's going to happen. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, so I agree. I mean, I honestly think going into the year, I thought it was like, oh, this is going to be one of those years where the heavy favorites, like one of them are obviously going to win the championship, right? Like it's going to be Lakers or Nets or whoever. But now as like the season progressed, it's honestly, this is one of the most up in the air championship years I have seen ever, because I genuinely think a lot of these lower seeded teams, they have a legit shot to make a run in the playoffs, and it's because like we see the Lakers dropping in the standings. They might not have as high of a seed, and AD is still out, LeBron is still out. They're gonna have to work their way back into the mix. Like no one's just like get up and go. Not even LeBron, and it's especially at his age. The same with the Nets. I mean, the big three has played together. What? How many games?
7
so far?
times.
7 times. That's a little bit. Now the good thing about that is Kyrie and Harden has got some playing time together, which is probably the most like concerning part of that team. But seriously, like some of these other teams, the Jazz, they're making big runs. They have like the 3 longest win streaks in the league so far. So I'm liking it. I like the league parity right now.
Yeah.
D?
And I agree with Nicola. 100%. I mean, it's the most up in the air. I mean,
Yeah.
really, you really think about it, like, usually, like, year by year, especially when it was Cavs and Warriors and stuff like that. Come on, like, everybody, even you didn't watch basketball, you knew who was going to make the finals. You knew it was going to be LeBron versus Steph Curry. You already knew. And on top of that, once KD got acquired by the Warriors, you already knew, okay, here comes another 2 more years with the Warriors and the Cavs and stuff like that. So, it was too predictable back then. I felt, I don't know, like me thinking, I'm probably wrong about this, but I always felt like teams were just so intimidated by the Warriors and stuff like that. Like they're just choking the playoffs. Like they just wouldn't play their best because maybe they thought in their head like we have no chance. But obviously, like as a competitor, I wouldn't even say that. So they probably wasn't even thinking that. But I just felt like a little bit they got intimidated in a way. But I mean, what can you do when you have freaking 3 Hall of Famers on one team? So
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I agree. It's completely up in the air. I mean, if I used to offer me $1 million to guess who's gonna, even make it to the championship, I couldn't even tell you. Maybe have a better chance in the East, but in the West, it's really just crazy. I mean, the Jazz are surprising me with 38-13 as their
Absolutely.
record. They're freaking balling, and this is the first time I've seen them in years that they actually the deepest team they ever had and the best chemistry they ever had. Like and props to Donovan Mitchell too, because this dude. We'll see what he does in the playoffs, because it's never been a question about him in the regular season, But in the playoffs, that's when he kind of like disappeared a little bit. So we'll see what he does when that time comes around. But he's been super impressive this year. The Suns are not a team to sleep on at all. They've been impressive. The Clippers are still there. You know, even though people feel like, and even myself, feel like the Clippers kind of took a hit in the offseason. Not keeping Montrez and, you know, stuff like that. They took a hit, but, you know, they're still third seed. They're doing their thing. The Nuggets, you know, are them acquiring Aaron Gordon. I think that was a huge pickup. Cause now
You saw the chemistry with Jokic?
already.
Oh my
Because
God.
now, bro, that's what I'm saying. Because now you give him more Jokic, more options to pass to, and you have a slasher, a guy that can get his own bucket in the paint. On top of that, I saw him make a three. I was like, it's already better than Ben Simmons shooting threes. So we're gonna get to Ben Simmons.
What time
a
are we
little
at
later.
now? What time are we at? I think there's a record 6 minutes and 6
Nah,
seconds.
that was just like it was natural. It's just natural to talk about Ben Simmons, you know. But but yeah, Aaron Gordon, great addition to that team. So the Nuggets are a team to watch out for. And you know, you got teams like Blazers and Mavericks, and the Lakers. I mean, we'll see what the Lakers. I mean, I didn't mean to say Mavericks. I'm sorry, Mavericks ain't doing. I don't know why I said the Mavericks. I'm sorry, Nicola. They ain't going.
Man, we got a segment coming up. We'll get into all these things. We
They ain't going nowhere. Hey, but I can't tell my Spurs are we're ninth seed right now. So I feel like Spurs need a tank. Hey, we ain't going nowhere. Try to get a good pick. Tank, bro. Have it. Tank. But hey, I got DeRozan and stuff in fantasy, so went to the fantasy playoffs and then. You know. But anywho, yeah. I mean, so the Lakers as of right now, with them falling, it's a little concerning. Cause what Nicole was saying too, like come back from the injuries are not easy. You know, especially I mean, who knows? Like, I think last week they said it was like an update on Anthony Davis. They said like how close is he from coming back, and they said he's ways away. Like he's far away. Like
That's crazy.
That
I
could
didn't
be-
even know that.
yeah, and that was probably a week and a half.
We're in
close to
April.
2 weeks. Yeah,
We're in April. Like
We're in
that's
April.
something you got to think about. Like
Playoffs
And-
start soon.
when
What
did
it-
the playoffs
what it-
start? May
No,
this
we're
year.
May. Yeah, like start of May or something like. Yeah,
Yeah.
the beginning of May. We're less
So-
than 2 months away.
Exactly. So you have maybe a month, a little bit over a month to like rehab and get back to the flow of things. LeBron's out for some time, so Drummond. I mean, I think he came back. So that's good. But I mean, this is the teams now. This is the perfect opportunity for these teams to take advantage of the
Mhm.
Lakers being hurt.
absolutely.
You know, because if the Lakers are full healthy, with the addition of Drummond, who, you know, like they have a deeper team now this year. It's gonna be hard to beat. So teams need to take advantage of this opportunity to get past the Lakers in the West. In the East, got the Nets. Nets are looking very impressive, but once again they have injuries. KD just came back. We'll get to KD, you know, pretty soon. KD just came back. Kyrie is, you know, he had good chemistry with James Harden before James Harden got hurt. So, you know, we'll see, but it's a lot going on. Not in the East. There's not a lot going on in the East, but in the West there's a lot going on. It's really a toss up. In the East, I mean, come on now. You got the 4th seed is the Hornets. Enough said. So,
Is that for real? I haven't checked the standings.
yeah, I'm looking at the standings as I speak.
Inflated, man.
26 and 24. That is the 4th seed for you. 26 and 24, the Hornets. That is
Are
the
you
4th
serious?
seed.
That's
Hawks are the
equivalent.
5th
That's
seed.
equivalent to the 8th seed in.
Yeah,
in the
the
West.
Hawks. The Hawks are the
Yeah.
5th seed, and they've been balling lately.
No,
but
they'd be
come on now.
the 9th seed. The Hornets.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Straight up terrible. So, you know, to wrap it up, yeah, I mean, it's completely up in the air. I'm a little concerned about the Lakers, but if they get healthy again by playoff time, they'll be fine, I think. The Nets are looking good so far. We'll see how that plays along. So, but it's anybody's ring, anybody's championship. So we'll see.
I just want to make a quick comment about this. If I'm looking at the standings right now, it's like, I mean, it's okay in the East. It's the Nets, Sixers, Bucks, Hornets, Hawks. Heat. Just kind of naming like sort of the top 6. Jazz in the West: Jazz, Suns, Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers, Blazers. I mean, there's like 7 games between all these teams in the West, and then there's let's see about 9. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm curious. I don't really have an opinion. I'm just. And shout out to the Jazz, man. I think we had a segment earlier in the season where I don't know about you. I was hating, but I just want to. I'm gonna take that back. Shout out Rudy Gobert. And yeah, congrats, man. Like, and Chris Paul. That's another segment. We gotta save that one. Chris Paul. We gotta have the Chris Paul segment because from going from what is it, 10th or 9th they were last year when Devin Booker was going off right before the playoffs, to then 2 with basically just Chris Paul added to that team. Nah, man. Chris Paul is something else. This guy is
he's amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah. All right. So we have I would say somewhat of a new segment. I mean, this is something new we've kind of done, kind of shifting gears. So believe it or not, we're about a month and a half from the playoffs, like we mentioned earlier. And out of all the teams we just named, we think there are potential contenders and potential pretenders. So we have. I'm gonna go by these teams, and then I guess we'll just do kind of a rapid fire, and I guess you can just say if it's a contender or a pretender. So
okay, before we start, Frau, is there? I just want to see, is there like some teams that we think? I mean, they're obvious like contenders, right? So we're not gonna go into them. That I think we'll all agree on. So let me just throw them out there.
Okay.
Like, the Nets,
contender,
right? Obviously, okay. The Lakers.
Bing, contender.
Because assuming they're healthy, yes.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the third team, the Jazz.
Ding, contender. I would say.
Yeah.
Contender. Okay. So
Yeah.
we got that out the way.
Yeah.
We can go into these maybe more suspect teams.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Suns. First, let's start with contender and pretender, and then just a quick, synopsis on it. D,
right.
What you think? Thumbs down, thumbs up.
Dang.
Come on, bruh.
Can I do so? Can I go in the middle? I just real quick. I don't know. I mean, who has besides Chris Paul? Who really has experience on that team in the playoffs?
That's true. Okay. Let's do it this way. So let's just pretend the season was to end today, right? There's second seed, so they would be playing the Mavericks.
Potential. It depends on the play-in tournament.
Yeah, because we got to play.
Yes.
And the standings. Yeah.
But play-in's only for what? Is it for the 7th and 8th or just the 8th?
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th.
Okay. We'll just do static. We'll just do what it's at right now. So Mavericks. It could be anywhere from the Mavericks, Grizzlies, Spurs, Warriors, Pelicans. Do you guys think that are they going to pass the first round at least?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say pass first round.
All right, but I'm going to force D's hand. You got to pick.
I know. You got to pick, dog.
It sound like just based off of playoff experience, you want to say pretender.
Yeah. I feel a pretender coming up.
But
yeah.
I think the team is like legit.
Okay, D. All right. Second round. Where do they win a second round game? That's the most important round in the playoffs, in my
All
opinion.
right, I'll judge off that.
Do they win a second? So if they win a second round, they're playing potential teams such as, the Blazers, the Clippers. I mean, they wouldn't play the Clippers, but the Lakers. I'm
gonna say pretenders. That's my choice. Pretenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any reasons? Any reasons why?
Like I said, playoff experience, and besides Chris Paul, can Devin Booker can he step up in the playoffs? I haven't seen it. DeAndre Ayton, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if
So
you can do
I'm assuming second round they play like a team like the Clippers around there, like maybe Lakers, Nuggets. I don't know if they beating those teams. They can beat the Nuggets, but a full healthy team, the Lakers and Clippers. I don't know.
Okay.
I got Kawhi and Paul George shutting down.
George Paul.
George
Paul.
Paul.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry, George Paul.
I don't think he minds.
Yeah. I think he wants to be called by his real name.
It's like, thank God.
All right, for the Suns, I'm gonna go with contender.
Ooh.
And the reason I say that is, yes, they don't have playoff experience, but to Fowler's point, they do have Chris Paul, and I think he's gonna make that up. I think Devin Booker, in the bubble, he sort of showed off his little.
Yep.
It was like almost like a preview, like a little mini playoff preview of what he can do in the playoffs. I love Devin Booker. I'm not doubting his talent.
Me too.
And I don't think if he chokes in the playoffs, that'll prove me wrong. But I don't think that's happening. And then at the end of the day, they still have a deep team. Bridges is a good young player. Ayton is a good young player. So I think they can get past the first round. I think they can beat some of these better teams in the second round. I'm gonna say contender.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
And I'm inclined to agree with you. Basically, I'm with you on everything you said. If Devin Booker doesn't play well, that would be shocking.
Yeah,
That would be genuinely be shocking. But I really believe in Chris Paul. Like, just to kind of reiterate what I was saying earlier, like, Chris Paul is like, I mean, when he did with OKC, I was like, all right, man. Chris Paul is like, dare I say, maybe outside of Steph, it's his best point guard in like the current or last generation, or however you want to call it. Like,
Right.
Chris Paul's that guy. Contender, yeah, I think currently, if things were to kind of settle the way they are now, I would say 100% they're contender.
And the defense is a little scary too, so we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see. That's going to be scary.
Is it?
Hopefully they don't run into the Nuggets.
They're not like-
I swear the Nuggets are the biggest risk for me. Like, when I'm looking at this list for them, like I would be afraid to run to the Nuggets because they're just like this, tall, lanky team that could do all these different things.
Suns are the third best defense in the league.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, dang.
Yeah, I wouldn't. How would we
As
know
far
that?
as points allowed, third best in points allowed.
Okay. Oh. Damn. Okay.
Good luck to the Suns, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully they.
Not hating it. I'm just. I just gotta see it. So if
Do you got beef
if
with someone else on that team or something?
Nah,
You got,
I like that
Ayton?
team.
You don't fuck with. Okay.
No, he's cool. Cool people.
Okay. It's not like Ben Simmons.
Cool.
Nah, I've seen him make threes.
Okay. You think niggas don't make threes?
I've seen him try to
Bring
shoot.
him up again.
Yeah. All right, so let's move to the next team. Let's move over to the next team. The Los Angeles Clippers.
Ooh, okay.
Contender, pretender. Nicola.
I'm still going with contender. As D said, they took a hit, but I'm not gonna doubt Kawhi. Dude won a championship with Toronto. I'm not doubting that. I still think they have a deep team. They know what it takes to win, and I think they have a little chip on their shoulder from last year. So I'm gonna go with contender.
Yeah, I agree. Contender. Yeah, I mean I believe they have a chip on their shoulder too. And I think they'll still be okay, man. I really do. Like when Nicola said, Kawhi did bring a championship to that Toronto team, beating the Warriors. So, that was super impressive. And, George Paul, it's all about him. Can he step up? And I think, I know he's hurt right now. He's saying he's hurt. He's saying like
He's saying. All right, go ahead.
true.
My bad.
It's
Go
probably
ahead.
true, but probably lying his ass off making that. It could be either one, but they are saying
Mm-hmm.
that he has like some lingering toe injury that won't get better unless he sits out for a minute. So he's just playing through it. So I don't know how that's going to affect him in the playoffs. Maybe it'll make him better because he wasn't that great in the playoffs. So maybe he'll get better with the toe injury. But yeah. God, I need to chill sometimes, bro. I swear I do this, man.
Oh man, you're gonna get jumped.
I'm gonna get jumped.
For real.
That
My
shit
last
is
episode of the
hilarious.
pod.
That shit's
Whole
hilarious.
starting five of Ben Simmons.
And that's a scary team to jump you too. I feel like,
George Paul,
all reckless dudes.
Ben
on that
Simmons,
team.
and Colin. Colin stomping out my mouth for a minute though.
I know.
Is he still playing?
He's been injured. Oh no,
Okay.
COVID something.
Oh,
COVID,
okay,
COVID,
yeah.
COVID.
Oh,
Just
good luck, man.
Gave
Hope
him
he-
excuses to sit out. Yeah.
Speaking of excuses, I hope George Paul not setting up his toe thing for excuse.
No, that's exactly D. Because I didn't know that when D was saying that, I was like, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's
I was
100%,
hurt. Yeah, I told you.
100% is gonna
You're gonna
happen.
hear it. You're gonna if the Clippers lose, you're gonna hear it.
And that goes into my point: contender or pretender. Bah.
Dang.
No,
Hold on, did you see who
Pretender.
Pretender.
you see who they added?
Who, Rondo.
Boogie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your skills just hypnotize me. When you posting up and you make them hood shots, yeah. Oh, that was off rhythm. But Boogie Cousins.
Nah, bro.
That could be another
Nah,
time. Is
bro,
he done?
Nah, bro.
Okay.
Nah. I'm not getting. Well,
Isn't it crazy how Boogie went from like one of the best centers years ago, like one of the best dominating centers, to just like a veteran bum.
and he's not that old.
That's what I'm saying.
He's really not that
Just
old.
I mean, okay, Boogie, I'm actually scared of you. So I ain't mean that. I ain't mean call you a bum. I know it's been the injuries, dog. I know it's been the injuries.
Yeah.
But as a big man like that, it's hard to come back from that. So don't
But
beat
s-
my ass.
So the thing with the Clippers, it's I trust Kawhi. That's about where it ends. I don't.
That's
really,
where it
I don't really.
That's a legit reason.
Yeah, it's like fam. You know, we got George Paul. We got Rondo. Like, come on, yo. Like, I mean,
I just don't think Rondo takes him over the edge like that. I don't.
yeah, exactly. I think if they go against the full powered Lakers, they go against even the Suns. I'll give it to the Suns over the Clippers. Like, there's a lot of teams that I think the Clippers would be better than, or that would be better than the Clippers. Nuggets, 100%. It's just they lost in games. This shit would have been worse if they played this time. It would be worse than it was last time. So, shout out to Kawhi, but that's where I'm about done there. So,
I respect that.
okay, so
Cool,
next
okay.
team, let's go to the East real quick. The Philadelphia 76ers. D.
Contender or pretender in the East or West? I mean, the East or just in
For
the East. Or,
championship.
well, I said easy contenders for the East. Championship.
Yeah. Could they get to the so I guess let's frame it this way. Could they get to the championship in the East, get to the finals, and
Okay, get to the finals or win.
potentially win? Potentially.
I'm gonna say. Dang, I'm gonna say they're freaking pretenders. They're pretenders.
Okay.
Could have Ben Simmons. All right, go ahead. You saw that one coming.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
I actually didn't see that one coming. I was thinking about what I was gonna say, and I was like,
Ben Simmons, that's
shit.
it.
yeah.
Damn.
How many games you gonna win if you don't shoot threes? In today's NBA, how many games you gonna win you can't
That's
shoot
true.
It's very
Thank you.
important in today's game.
That's 100%
And B
true.
has been exposed before, especially in the playoffs. Tobias Harris. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Tobias Harris. I mean, has he been in the playoffs? 1 year maybe. Like he's been in the
Yeah.
Pistons. Dog.
I get what
It's
you're
just
saying.
unknown.
Yeah.
Like,
He's been the years with ever since he was
You
on
know-
the Sixers.
yeah, he's been
Was
playing.
that 2
good
years
this year.
now?
Yeah, he's been playing good this year. I give him credit, but it's.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, you have to. How you gonna beat teams? I mean, it's the East. You can beat the Hornets, I guess, but like the Hawks and stuff, cool. But even like the Bucks and Nets, you're not beating no Nets. You're not beating no Nets if you're
Yeah.
not making threes. I promise you that.
They're just
I
gonna do
don't
what
care.
LeBron did. I mean,
Even though Embiid might have a field, I don't know if Embiid's gonna. I mean, the Nets, we'll get to them, but damn, they looking good. So, no, they're pretenders. Ben Simmons shoot threes. Learn how to shoot threes, and then I might consider you contenders. Go ahead. No, I'm serious about that. You're not gonna win no games playoff games not shooting threes, bro. You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It was unfortunately there's only a month and a half left, so I don't think he'll learn in
You better get in the freaking gym.
a month and a half.
You better get in the gym.
Better download a shooting course or something.
Right. Or
Yeah,
hire
I'm-
me. I'll help him. Got some credit. I got some receipts.
Yeah, I'm with you, D. I'm saying pretender.
Same reason too.
Pretty much for the same reason. It concern their spacing. Their spacing is gonna concern me in the playoffs, especially in today's game. I know the game slows down a little bit in the playoffs, so that might help them. I don't know. I just don't see it. See it. Embiid at any moment can be out. We know he's injury prone. Tobias Harris has never shown to carry a team. He could be a good supporting player. Embiid really needs to be playing like out of his mind for the 76ers to make it far. I don't know. I just don't see it. I'm saying pretender.
And then B sat out a playoff game because he was sick.
Yeah, would Jordan do that?
Fudge out here. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm with you guys, and the reason is Ben Simmons.
Sorry, Philadelphia out there.
Yeah, I know.
got a lot
They
of
should be
real.
used to disappointments. No wonder they're always so mad. I'll be mad too.
Damn, not only do you got NBA players coming out,
I
you
got-
trying to have a whole city come out.
Yeah, yeah, the whole thing.
I ain't never going there. Gotta wear a
You
mask.
gotta come here.
Nah. I'm wearing my mask 24/7 over there.
Yeah. So yeah, again, just reiterate what you guys were saying.
Pretender.
Pretenders. Yeah, I don't. This is not gonna happen. All right, let's go to the next team. We got the Nuggets.
Ooh.
The chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
All right, Nicola. Shit made me damn hungry.
The Nuggets, I'm saying contender, believe it or not.
Okay.
And obviously, they're not going to be as strong as some of these other teams, but I'm still going to give them at least a puncher's chance. You know, obviously they made the Western Conference Finals last year. Jokic playing, he's still my MVP this year. He still is. So, and now with the addition of Aaron Gordon, I mean, you see it's instant chemistry. You see how much they're clicking right now. It seems like they're breezing through these teams right now. So I'm excited to see them play some tougher teams, but I've already seen what I need to see. Contender.
Yep. And I agree. I think Nuggets are contenders in my books. They have the pieces to do it. They really do. My only concern is like rim protection. Teams like Lakers and the big teams, I'm a little concerned about. But Aaron Gordon does help. The chemistry has been there from the start, which is a very good sign, especially when a new player goes on a team. To have that type of chemistry is a really good sign. And even though another player like Aaron Gordon doesn't really have experience in the playoffs, he doesn't. There's no pressure
Yeah.
for him. Like he has no
Right.
pressure on
He's
him.
their
So-
third or fourth option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you still have Murray, you still have freaking Gary Harris coming back soon. You have
It's-
Monte Moore. You have Michael Porter Jr. You have all these players that can score the bucket, and of course freaking Jokic. So yeah, the Nuggets they're fine. They have a good bench. Jokic, just him being able to just do everything, the centerpiece of the offense he's going to do what he always been doing. So I think they have a shot, especially if the Lakers are not healthy. They have a pretty good shot to make it to a championship. So I definitely think they're contenders in my books.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you guys. Contenders. I love what they did during the All-Star break. You know, Jokic, MVP. I'm not mad at that at all. Him
Shouldn't
being the MVP. He's playing amazing. Yeah, I mean, you guys covered it. Like, this team is legit, and I know like Jamal Murray's playing well, but he's not necessarily playing at the level that he did in the playoffs. But
Mhm.
I'm confident in Jamal Murray.
Injury.
Yeah, exactly. I'm confident Jamal Murray. The way he played, I mean, he was getting sponsorships and all this different shit from how he was playing. He was really that good. If he's just even half of that, and Jokic is
Right.
playing well, and
Yeah.
all the everyone continues to do what they're doing, for sure.
Yeah.
I could see them sneaking. I could see him sneaking another win against the Clippers.
They're very sneaky.
Mhm.
Sneaky team in the playoffs.
Shit, I mean, I don't know. For me, I came in with the Lakers as the favorites, but
You
even
have
with
the right to.
bro, even with LeBron and KD and AD back, if they're not 100%,
It's
That's
up in
the
the
question.
air.
you know what I'm
It's up in
saying?
the air.
So I'm huge. I'm really big on the Nuggets,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, and let's go back to the East.
Ugh.
We got the two-time MVP over here. We got Giannis and the Bucks. Nicola.
Okay, for the Bucks, this might be unpopular with y'all, but I'm gonna say contender still. I like the addition of Drew Holiday. I think their team is playing well this year, and now that like all this Giannis hate, I almost want to call it that, Giannis hate. I think it's been a bit overblown, and I think like it's not really being looked at as much. So it's almost like everyone's writing the Bucks off for the playoffs, right? Because they've been disappointments the past couple years. But I think that actually helps them this year in the playoffs because there's not that pressure, there's not that expectation on them. I think Giannis is gonna go crazy. I still think they have a legit shot to come out of the East. It's between them and the Nets for me, and just who will play better in that series between them. So I'm gonna say, just because of that, they can get to the finals. So I'm gonna say contender.
D.
And I'm going to say pretenders. No hope. Nothing. I have no hope for them. They have like 2% chance of winning the championship for me. Nothing. I've seen enough. I've seen the playoffs millions of times. Teams just know how to strategize. I don't know. I ain't graduated high school, y'all. No, I'm playing. But I'm still getting my college degree. Nah, PhD. No, but I just gave up on the Bucks in the playoffs, man. I gave up. I've seen teams expose Giannis way too many times. I don't see a difference in Giannis' game that's going to change the way I feel about him in the playoffs. Why would a team change their strategy against him? He's going to do the same thing. And one thing I do agree with Nicola on, I do like the addition of Drew Holiday. On that team, they traded away like Eric Bledsoe for him, something like that.
Great trade, by the way.
Yeah, get the fudge out of here.
Amazing trade.
Yeah, that was a good trade.
So that's definitely a boost to the team. But I don't know if it's enough. I mean, it brings. I mean, yeah, it's still a good defensive team, still a big team, but offensively, half court. What can they offer? Like and that's just my opinion. Like I've seen like the 2-time MVP Giannis. Those years they made the playoffs and he wasn't playing at the MVP.
He did get injured last year.
Yeah, but what about the year before?
It's 1 year. Anything can happen in 1 year.
So what's in his game? What changes teams strategies this time playing the Bucks compared to the previous years?
I'm with you, D. By the way. So I mean, Nicole.
That's my biggest question.
I'm with
That's
you.
my biggest question.
Well,
I just don't think they have enough offense to keep up with certain teams that can score points. And once again, the only way I can see Bucks making a pass second round to the championship, Giannis. Giannis. I'm cool with Chris Middleton. He'll do what he do. I'm cool with Drew Holiday. He'll do what he do. I don't know about Giannis. And I think this year it's kind of been like even though he's been in the MVP conversation, the second half of the season he hasn't been all that. And I will say he is hurt. He's dealing with injuries right now, so I know it's something going on with him. So I give him that pass. But hey, take the games off, man. Take the games off. Get ready for the playoffs. I want to see something different, and that's how I judge certain teams. Like something I said about the Utah Jazz, right? But I said they're contenders because I think they added more pieces, and I think they're actually going to make a difference because they have the pieces to score and still play great defense. With the Bucks, you can just like clog the paint with Giannis, make them pass out. Now what?
Mhm.
Force. It's so easy. Force the other players to score or do something. It's been shown for 2 years, even though 1 year he was hurt. It's been shown for 2 years those strategies have worked. So, unless the Bucks prove me wrong and show something different, I have to say pretenders, in my opinion.
I'm with you.
I like the team.
I'm with you.
I think the team they have the upside to win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference from last year, even the previous year, that's going to make them get over that hump.
Yeah, I mean,
besides adding Drew Holiday, you know.
You know, the thing is, it's like with Giannis, you would think that like the change we're gonna see, we would see it like we would see it in the season, right? I think like I don't know if it's their expectation. I don't know. Maybe this is just like the fans' expectation, but we know what he's done in the past as far as not necessarily being like playoff ready or like, you know, we're like, okay, like what you were saying, like we know the game plan against Giannis.
He's just not a shooter.
Just exactly force him to shoot, make him pass out. We're not seeing enough of that sort of like him reverse engineering the opponent's game plan by like learning how to shoot or, you know, maybe like getting better players.
He is trying. I give him that.
Fair
I'm about to say that.
And fair enough.
This is more than what Ben Simmons did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
And real quick, it's going to take like 2 seconds. And that's my thing about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, you're probably a cool dude, Ben Simmons. If we met and we hung out, you'd probably be a cool dude. I just want you to get better at the game. What's wrong with you? You're making millions. You don't want to get better? You don't want to be a great? Look at Giannis. He couldn't shoot for his life. Now he's starting to shoot and he's making some threes. Big differences in those games. Ben Simmons, just do it. Oh, you scared you're going to get judged and embarrassed? You're going to pull a not top 10 sports and you scared of Shaq and the Fool? Get over yourself, man. Stop being a beta male, dog. Stop being a bot. That's beta energy right there. That would hurt your feelings. I know that's going to hurt your feelings. That's beta male energy right there. Not shooting threes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Not being an alpha.
so I don't know how to really top beta energy.
Beta Simmons.
But
That's the title.
the title right now is beta energy. That's the current title we're going with.
Oh,
but
I swear.
yeah, so I kind of lost my train of thought. But so the thing is, it's like we don't see enough of what we expect Giannis to do in the season. Like you guys said, he's trying, and I respect that. But just do what he did. Do what the teams in the past have done. Just the Celtics or whatever. Like just keep doing the same things against Giannis, and it'll work. Like maybe he gets around further, but his ultimate goal, I don't think, until he has that shift in his game or maybe adds better players to his team, I don't see it happening. But let's go from Giannis back to the West, and we're going to stay in the West. The Portland Trailblazers. As y'all might maybe remember from a few episodes ago, I was wearing a Damian Lillard jersey, so I might maybe a little biased, but I'm going to let Nicole kick this off. Or, yeah, Nicole, you got it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Pretender
Ooh.
for the Trailblazers. And the simple fact is y'all still haven't fixed y'all defense. And, like, there's really not much more to say because, you know, every championship team, for the most part, is in top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense. Portland is never good at – they're just not good at defense. They still aren't. And, you know, outside of Damian and CJ, I don't know. There's just not enough there to overcome that lack of defense. And I know who they pick up, they traded Gary Trent for
Norman Powell.
Norman Powell. Yeah, it's just I'm sorry, it's just not enough. It's not enough.
Blockbuster of the year.
I'm going with Pretender.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretenders. Same story, different year. I mean, and we've seen it before. I mean, maybe it's, since no Warriors can't intimidate them no more, maybe they play better. That was a disgrace. That was embarrassing, Dame and CJ. What was that? And I love these guys. There's no knock on them, but bro, like the Warriors were not playing that well, and y'all still got they were, bro. It was like bro. I never been so frustrated watching the series.
Oh, you're talking about the Western
like,
Conference Finals?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They were up like 15 points in 3 of those games, and they just let it go. Just let it go in the second half. Just I don't know what happened, but
Damian Lillard actually responded to that about a year ago. He said they were just
stop
good.
Steph.
He said they were just good.
Just
and
too
it's
good,
like,
right? Can't stop them.
yeah, that's yeah.
Dame, you the homie, but stop. You know damn well y'all choked, but it's okay.
Yeah.
They choked.
It happens. They choked. It happens to a lot of teams. But anyway, I just don't believe in the Blazers. Like Nikola said, defense didn't get solved. Nurkic is a freaking injury prone
Non-factor.
Non-factor. Cancer's cool, but he's not
He ain't playing
defensive
defense
minded.
either,
Yeah. Kovitson has the best defense on that team, and I mean he's a small. We going to guard one person. I mean.
He's not gonna
Yeah.
guard 3 people. Like,
You're not gonna guard 3 people. Dame, CJ have no defense. I mean, you're not gonna win a playoff games with no defense. You're just not. It's just you need defense threes, and you're good. Defense and threes, and of course
think a half court offense.
Of course, half court offense.
which they do
Knowing
have,
how
in
to-
fairness.
They do. They have
They
all
do.
of it except the most crucial part.
Yeah,
You need those crucial parts: defense and half court offense and threes. And
Yeah.
if you can't do that, I'm sorry, you're not beating teams like Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. You're not gonna beat them.
Yeah.
So keep it real short. Pretenders. I like the players on the teams. I like the players on the team, but I don't think they have enough.
I'm with
and,
you.
Yeah, and Norman Powell is just not enough either.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Pretender.
I
I mean,
thought you were gonna say contender
nah.
based on what you said
No.
Yeah.
I was building it up just to say no.
There we go. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's again, you guys hit every single point. I think their issue too on offense is they give too much responsibility to Dame and CJ.
Yeah.
Granted, they have Carmelo too, but that kind of adds to the whole defense conversation. Like, I mean, I love Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest offensive players of all time, but you know, that just is like that's more of a testament to like the issues they have on defense. That's gonna be like their third
They'd be
option
fine
on
scoring
offense.
the ball. They can
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, if it was like they played like winners,
Maybe.
you know what I'm saying? They'd win the championship probably. If it was winners ball, if they scored and it was winners ball, they're gonna probably win the championship. but anyways, that's not how the NBA works. So pretender. I'm just gonna leave it short. But let's go to probably my favorite team on this list. This is the team that's draped behind Nikola. The Dallas Mavericks.
Why are we wasting time on this?
And on that note, D, you can go first.
I'll keep it nice and quick for the Pretenders. They got JJ Redick at the trade deadline. I did want to bring up Nikola. Whoa. I was watching Mavericks yesterday. Luka looked he didn't look good at all. Meaning, like, health-wise.
He was getting banged up, man.
I don't know if you noticed. It's like the worst I've seen him. Like, he looks really banged up. I don't know what's going on. But he just, like, it was one play, too. He, like, drove in. Something happened. He, like, drove in and he was, like, breathing heavy and stuff. And I don't know. He was, like, leaning over.
I swear he always looks like that.
And the first time, though, even the commentator said, like, is Luka good? He was banged up.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he does look a little off. I don't know. But maybe you see him resting, towards the playoffs. But Pretenders. I mean, why are we doing this to Nikola, man? It's Pretenders. What are they going to do? What are the Mavericks going to do? That's all I got to say.
I mean, I'm
There's not much to say.
I want to hear what Nicole. What does Nicole have to say about this?
contender.
Like the biased fan.
Mavs are the best team in the NBA. Luka is MVP. I'm gonna say pretender. Sorry, Mavs fans. Like, I know I got the shirt, I got the background, but I just got to be honest.
It's a nice shirt too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that
of
Dirk and
course-
Luka?
Yes, sir. Luka
That's
and
bees.
the
That's
legend.
actually bees. That's bees.
Dang.
Luka
Shout out
and
to
the
Luka.
legend.
Shout out to Dirk.
Yes,
That's
sir.
bees.
And by the way, real quick, I do agree with you, D. But as far as Luka, I swear, all year he looks like banged up. He looks tired.
Yeah.
He's always doing the like slouch, like.
Yeah.
Like
You know that
time
walk
gets a
he does?
break, he's just like, fuck it.
He always does that walk too.
Yeah,
He's
fuck
like,
it.
oh.
That D Wade. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Limping. The,
I hope he's like acting to try to get more calls because I swear these refs are doing him dirty, but that's a whole nother topic. So, but to go into why they're pretenders, first of all, a few days ago we beat Utah without KP. Just so y'all know, we beat and
That's impressive.
crushed them. We had the lead like pretty much the whole game. Against Utah. So I was like, I gotta say, I was a little hyped after that game. Yesterday, we lost to arguably the worst team in the
Rockets.
league.
That's the game I was
Oh,
like.
and not even just lost. Like John Wall
John
went
Wall went
crazy
crazy.
John Wall went off on a team.
Bro, I was like-
and
on my
Bro, in the
fantasy
corner,
team.
like-
That's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Didn't play for 10 weeks.
yeah, it's crazy, and that's a sign of a team that is inconsistent, and plays down to their competition. That's not a championship level team. KP, he's playing better recently, but he's still not playing an all-star caliber. He's not like, oh, passing the ball, he'll get you a bucket. He's not playing like that. So far, Luka is still the only person playing on a superstar level. We know we need two superstars to compete, unless you're maybe like the Nuggets. So this is not happening. They didn't fix their rim protection issues. So all those reasons, they're sorry to say they're still a pretender, but it's not a knock on Luka. Luka is doing everything he can. Luka's still playing out of his mind. It's just the rest of the team. And it's not even the rest of the team. It's just the rest of the team is not enough. I'm not going to knock the rest of the team. It's just not enough to fix the issues that we need to fix going into the playoffs. KP is not performing at that level, which he needs to, and he needs to protect the rim, which I just don't see it happening. So I'm gonna say pretender, as much as it hurts to say. And honestly, after that Houston loss last night, I was like, I have to say this. I have to, and I had to include them on this list just so I could say it, because that was literally the final straw for me. And I'm happy I'm getting it out the way early, that I don't have to have hope for them for the championship anymore, because it's so stressful. Like,
You just enjoy watching basketball.
I
And
just enjoy watching basketball, knowing they're not going to win a championship this year, because that loss last night secured it for me. Inexcusable loss. Pretender.
Yeah.
Let's make this quick. Pretender. I'm done. Nah, I mean, real quick, just yeah, you mentioned it before, Nicola. Like, Carlisle's running Luka into the ground,
Oh, hold on.
That's another.
and I just
Yes,
and I have just one point, right? If this continues, mark my words, he's gonna be looking and walking like Paul Pierce in like 2 years.
Yeah.
You know how Paul
I
Pierce
don't
is that
doubt
little
it.
like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
he's gonna be like moving like Paul Pierce if this
I don't
continues to
doubt it.
happen.
Paul Pierce.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
That to your point, Kyle.
Oh my god.
To your point, Carlisle is running Luka into the ground. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I forgot. Our offense is so stagnant. It's all one-on-one. No easy buckets. It's like give it to Luka. Make him work for every point for this team. Jalen Brunson comes off the bench, provides a little relief, and but for them, you just see the way our offense is set up. I swear I could count on one hand the amount of easy buckets we've got this whole season. Like, I watch other teams play, they'll get fast break, like a backcourt door cut. You just don't see that with the Mavs. I don't think, like, no one cuts on the team, and it's because of the way our offense is set up. And Carlisle, I think he's starting to get old and stuck in his ways.
Senile and
Yeah, he's
doesn't
senile.
even know what he's looking at.
He needs to adapt the offense for us to get some easy buckets. I know we can do it. He's just too stuck in his system. He doesn't want to change it up. So yeah, but you continue your point.
Worst thing about a coach, you can't accept the fact that your own strategy isn't working.
Yeah, yeah,
Look at Phil
You just-
Jackson.
you- Too much ego to switch up. Yep.
Yeah.
He's in denial. I swear.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is good luck to the Mavs
Yeah.
for next year.
The off season.
Yeah, the off season. Good luck. Hopefully, you guys pick somebody up. You actually, well, that's 100% gonna get into.
A
We're
big
gonna,
man. Just get
yeah.
a big man.
yeah, just get somebody over 7 foot. That's not Willie Cauley-Stein, and we'll be good, right? Shout out to the Mavericks, though. All right, so here's the main topic of the show. Hot topic, actually. It's a hot topic in the league right now. Nicole, do you know the source that made this list? I think it was ESPN originally made this list.
Yeah,
I wanna say.
ESPN, like a couple big authors at ESPN made this list.
Okay, awesome. So basically, the gist of this list is ranking the top 25 players right now to start a franchise with, and
Under the age of
Un-
25.
excuse me, under the age of 25 to start a franchise with. And what we're gonna do is,
Well, just to clarify, I don't think the list was to start a franchise. I think it was just ranking the best players. I don't know if it's right. Honestly, I don't even know. The list was sort of general, but we're doing the top 5 to start a
I
franchise.
hope it was to start a franchise. If that's not the case, I'm gonna go off on this list. This list is awful. If this is my best player, all right. Anyways, so top 25 players in the league or to start a franchise with. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose our top 5 to start a franchise with, because I'm assuming none of us agree. We can say that because none of us agree with this list, right?
Well,
Top
I
5?
Agree, I agree with the top 3. Maybe not the exact order.
Okay. That's the. I guess that's my only point. Like you're saying the order, right?
Yeah.
Anybody want to say their list first? Jump ball.
So, sorry, what are we doing? We're doing
Just so
number 1 on the list, or
okay, let's do it that way. I like that. Let's do. We'll all say number 1 real quick.
should we start with number 5?
Okay, let's do 5.
Actually, no.
This is
you're right,
we're
you're
like
right. Let's start with
this
number 1.
is guys, this is our
Because-
on air producing.
Let's start with 1 because I think we'll agree with the top ones, and then like maybe debate more as we get to the bottom.
Absolutely.
So number 1 player under 25 to start a franchise with, I'm going with Luka.
I agree.
I think Luka's number 1
Yeah.
on the list. Are we all in agreement
I
on
agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that? Yeah. I think he's shown the most. And I think he's
potential.
been, even though what we've been saying as far as Mavs look like they're running him into the ground, he's still been more durable than I think the next 2 people on this list.
Yeah,
So
it's fair to say.
yeah. So I'm going with Luka.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I
Going with
agree.
Luka.
I agree.
All right.
There's not much conversation there. Number 2.
All right. So number 2, the ESPN list had Zion Williamson, which he's not number 2 for me, but he is in the top 3. So I don't know how.
So who do you have as number 2? We'll start with you.
For number 2,
Yeah,
I
go
have,
with your number. Go with your
Okay. Number 2, I have LaMelo Ball.
Oh,
I do too.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
There you go.
Point of controversy. Okay,
I, do.
I disagree with that.
I have LaMelo Ball just because he's 19 and everything that he's shown. As long as he stays healthy, I don't think there's anything stopping this kid. He's showing me like what Luka did at his age, except possibly even more. He could be. He's like more athletic. Potentially, we'll see how he develops and stuff. But the vision, the passing, leadership at 19, I like it. I like it. I think he'll be a really good player. I'm gonna pick LaMelo at number 2.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm gonna have to disagree,
Of course.
and I'm gonna say Zion. And I agree with everything you said about LaMelo. But the main reason is I think the difference is Zion's proved it. Like LaMelo, I believe he can do all these things, but so far in their respective careers, Zion has proved it, and he's made that jump even in from year 1 to year 2. What is he averaging? Close to 25, I believe. 20. I'm not exactly sure how much he's averaging, but he's averaging more points than he did previously. So it's looking like it's going up. And yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with ESPN here and say Zion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nikola. LaMelo, just piggybacking off what Nikola was saying, like you can just see the greatness in this dude, man. Especially age of 19, you don't see stuff like this. Age of 19, a player so developed so fast already, and the scary thing is he's only gonna get better. So, just seeing that, I'm like, dang. And then just like, I always would take a beast point guard to start a team over like any other position. My
That's fair.
preference, just because like it's just having a beast point guard, they can make anybody better. They can make anybody better and just help the team keep the flow. I like Zion a lot. I think Zion is right there. My only concern, that's what I'm about to ask you guys, are we going to include like health, like
Yeah,
because
definitely.
okay, because to my point, I just don't think, and it's just anything can happen, anybody can get hurt. Like LaMelo got hurt this year, but I just don't think Zion's going to last long if he keeps playing the way he plays. Dude's like 260, jumping like that on your knees. You're not
That is
making it
wild.
long.
I don't even know how he's doing it now,
I
to be
don't-
honest.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna catch up to him when he hit like the mid-20s. So, but I think he just starting the team. I'd rather have a point guard than just a small forward. And I think LaMelo can. I think he's better off just starting the team, just being a point guard, like vision, still shoot. He plays smart, stuff like that. I like Zion a lot. It's no knock on Zion. I think it's close, but I just take point guards over any other position. But Zion
That's
is right
fair.
there. He's right there. So
Okay.
I guess I'll just mention
sorry.
this right now since we're still on LaMelo. I had LaMelo at 5, actually. And
okay.
the only reason I say that is just because LaMelo is... I agree with everything you guys said, but it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm caught up in the ESPN hype. Like, I feel like that's always scary when ESPN is pushing somebody this hard and it's like, like, oh, this person is going to be great in this. I'm like, dude, just let it unfold, and I think it'll happen, but, Just-
yeah, but-
It's early.
just give it time. Exactly, just give it time. And
Yeah,
I think
Also, that's just media. Like
Right, right.
Every media is going to hype an up and coming player, but
but
doesn't
like
mean,
this,
to
bruh, do
be
you remember
honest,
last? D, do you remember last year when they talked about Zion all the time? Remember last year, 2 years, they were talking,
Zion or LeBron.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, where's
yeah.
Zion? They don't even talk about Zion anymore. Like, I'm saying it from like LaMelo's perspective. Like,
and Zion fine. Okay,
he's fine. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He's fine. It's
just that
like,
rookie hype stuff. They're always going to do that.
Yeah.
yeah. I guess I'm hoping that he doesn't fall into it. That's just my ultimate point. I don't want
I
him
don't
to.
think- His attitude doesn't seem like he'll.
Yeah,
fall
I'm about
into
to.
it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah,
But
and another, my bad, real quick. I think another big part of that is also his. I mentioned a couple podcasts before. Like his dad staying out of the media and shit.
oh, it's helping him a
Like,
lot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And I always question like, will he have a? Now Lonzo's balling right now
Yeah.
because his dad.
He stopped dropping
he
rap
fits his
songs
shot.
and shit.
right.
That's what helped Lonzo. This dude's recording songs after games. Like, bro,
Right. Like, well, you're not even.
don't you
taking
got
basketball
film to
serious.
watch? Like,
Yeah, but so I got something high. But yeah, I think his dad not being so up and so just in the media all the time, making all these assumptions and stuff like that, really helped LaMelo. And the attitude of it, the attitude plays a role. I don't get that. Oh, just I'm the best, cockiness, like stuff like that. Like he seems like he has a good composure. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who you have him. Who's
Yeah,
over
me too.
him.
Yeah, I will, and we'll get into that. It's not. I mean, I don't think it's that shocking, but
Yeah.
I guess and we'll get to that. But I just want to say the main theme of my list is like what has been proven. Even though we're talking like speculative, I just want to basically go on like kind of what's proven. So
Okay.
yeah, let's go to number 3. So D, who do you got at number 3?
I got Zion.
Zion Williamson. Okay.
Um.
Kind of the same things you were saying before about Zion.
Yeah.
Like you were saying it's
yeah.
close.
I had to relook at it. Yeah. Yeah. I got Zion. For
Okay.
sure. Just because, I mean, second year already looking much better, and when you have a player that has this much athleticism and skill set, and also let's not sleep on, he has a little bit of vision for his position. He's not a ball hog. He'll pass the ball when he needs to.
Yeah.
And yeah, my biggest concern is just the health, of course. I think everything his game is good. Just the health. But assuming he stays healthy for a good amount of his career, I think that you can easily build a team around him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's cool off the court, no off the court issues. His skill, his ball skills are good. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind building a team around Zion.
Yeah. Yeah, number 3 is also Zion for me. Freak athleticism. I've never seen really, maybe apart from Shaq, like such a dominant force
In the paint.
Yeah, in the paint. He's just too strong. It seems like he'll be on one side of the floor, like one side of the paint, and like you blink and he's grabbing a rebound on the other side of the paint. So honestly, the main concern is just can he shoot? But if you surround him with the right pieces, I think he can carry your franchise. So I have him at number 3.
Oh, this is a shocker. I have Devin Booker
Ooh, okay.
at number 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that because I know the NBA is a little different than it was maybe 10, 15 years. I mean, it's very different, obviously. But Devin Booker is somebody I feel like has been playing consistently well for a long time now. He's been in the league for close to 6 years. And it's I mean, he's a proven offensive player. I think if given the right pieces, like this is the first season that he's actually had the right pieces around him. And you can even argue, I mean, it's just only as an aged point guard, like, you just give him Chris Paul, all the respect to Chris Paul, but he's obviously not as young as he used to be. So I would like to think that if that was given to him earlier and he was kind of the man of the team, I think that he would have, kind of blossomed in that way. The only thing, I guess, my only question with this list is like, is it like start a franchise with and this player be consistently good, or like at the end of his career? Because I think Devin Booker did take a little bit of time to develop, but where he's at now is like.
Well, we're talking about you pick a player, I say just rookie year,
And just build a
just
team completely
develop
around him.
As he develops.
Okay, then yeah, I'll still say Devin Booker because it's just like he's a great player to build a team around. Like I get a little bit of Kobe from him. That's a big claim, but I think
Play style.
yeah, and it's like and we saw that with Kobe. I mean, post Shaq years, obviously there's a little bit of issues. Shout out Smush Parker. And then like when he got Pau Gasol and we got all these other players around him, that's when the championship started coming in. So, I would say Devin Booker for sure.
Coaching was a big factor in that too, but yeah,
Coaching, yeah, for sure, absolutely. So, yeah, that's number 3.
My bad. Another point. It's interesting. I actually don't know where I haven't ranked that. I'm just going off the flow, but interesting because I wonder. Do you believe Devin Booker needs a great coach like a Phil Jackson, like a Greg Popovich, for him to succeed like he did, like Kobe did?
It would help. I wouldn't say he needs it. I think he's kind of like a self-driven player. That's the sense. At least that's the sense I get from him.
Okay.
I think it would help him, but I think he needs greatness around him, and in the form, and that we've seen this season, that's a form of Chris Paul. Like having somebody else, like Phoenix is not typically, you know what I'm saying? Phoenix is not typically a town that's, I mean, you had Charles Barkley, but like, and Steve Nash and stuff, but it's not like they've never really been contenders, in a long time. So, they don't necessarily have that winning culture. I think when you bring players that are more experienced and veterans, and that can come in the form of coaches, that can come in the form of players. Like you bring these minds around this franchise. I think that's when good things could happen. So
Okay.
yeah, I would definitely say
Cool point.
yeah, Devin Booker. So D, you said yours. You said Zion, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
so far, me and D have the same list with Luka, LaMelo, Zion,
Okay.
and Frau. You have Luka,
Zion and Devin Booker.
Zion, Devin Booker. Okay.
Okay, number 4, Nicola.
4. Number 4, I have Devin Booker.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So I mean, scoring machine. We saw what he did in the bubble last year. I'm a huge fan of Devin Booker. I love his game.
Me too.
So, and he's still young. He's killing the league. He'll kill the league for years to come. Probably be one of the best scorers for the next 5 to 10 years. So, yeah, I'm taking Booker at number 4.
Okay.
D,
Yeah.
who do you got number 4?
I think I got number 4. I'm gonna go with Ben Simmons.
I felt the setup there.
Yeah.
I felt the setup right there.
Oh man. My bad. Alright, no. I had to. But nah, for real though, my number 4, yeah. I'm gonna take Devin Booker too. I'm gonna take him too. I just think y'all said everything that was needed to be said. I mean, he's a beast scorer. He reminds me of Kobe, like his play style, just like the drive he has, him caring for the game. I like that a lot. I like his attitude. I like how he plays. I like his composure. Yeah.
Yeah, he's clutch.
Yeah, he's clutch. He feels like he's just a great teammate to have. Just like he'll be real with you. You know what I mean? He'll let you know what you're doing wrong and stuff. That's something that a lot of players need to start doing. Like, stop with the feelings, man. Just critique me on my game. What am I doing wrong? Like, I think Devin Booker's that type of guy that he'll just be real with you, like that Kobe stuff. Like, he'll just be real with you. He didn't care about your feelings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll tell you to stop double teaming him and all that shit.
Yeah. Right. Not scared to fight nobody, nothing like that. So I like his attitude. I like his game a lot. So yeah, I'll take him number 4.
I just want to mention real quick that this list had Devin Booker at 8. So
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
why I was like, huh?
yeah,
That's insane.
that's the first sign I was like, no, this list is some
That's why I
bullshit.
made sure. I was like, all right, anybody above him, let me make sure I'm not going to take them. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't. No, I'm not going to take. I wouldn't take them. That's crazy. But yeah,
Okay, I think this is maybe the most different that we're gonna see.
I'm curious
I
for
can see
this
it.
one.
yeah. This
Yeah.
one's gonna be.
I already mentioned mine was LaMelo Ball. I kind of got into that, but I want to
Okay.
see what you guys think.
No, didn't you say LaMelo was number 5 for you?
That's what I'm saying. I kind of got into like, okay. I'll just say this real quick. Yeah, it's just the reason I would put Booker and Mitchell above him is just.
Oh, so Mitchell's your 4.
Oh my
didn't
bad.
say
I'm
you're
tripping.
4.
I'm
Oh,
tripping.
dang.
We're on 4. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell. I'll start. Donovan Mitchell, and I would say, really based on this season, I don't think I would even have him. Maybe top 10, to be honest. Maybe top 10 last year, but this season I'll put him top 5. Strictly based on how well this team is performing. So, shout out to the Jazz. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's why I got number 5
Number
or number 4.
Okay. Number 4. This might surprise some of y'all.
What? Hold on. Number 5, right?
Oh, we're number 4, right?
We are.
D said Devin Booker. Number 4.
Yeah. We are on number 5. We're tripping.
Oh, because
We're
I already
number 5.
said I said my number 5 already. I think that's what.
Okay, so
the
you
part
said
that
number
was tripping.
4. Okay,
oh,
my
okay,
bad.
okay.
That's me. Okay, yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're on number 5 though. We're on number 5. Number 5.
Can I say my 5 while D is thinking?
I already know my 5.
Oh, okay, go
I
ahead
don't hear
then.
you though.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. I want
Alright.
to hear you.
All right, for my number 5, this might be a little controversial, but I have Jamal Murray.
I thought you were gonna say Colin Sexton.
I mean, but believe it or not, according to this list, Sexton was what? Oh, okay, never mind.
25.
25.
The last.
But still, Jamal Murray was number 13.
Yeah.
So I am reaching a little bit there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm basing it just off last year in the playoffs. What he was doing was absolutely crazy. Seriously, like, he was doing Jordan layups out there. So,
Yeah, literally.
yeah, literally. So, I think he's shown that ability that he can. I mean, I think he can lead a team. Obviously, with Jokic there, he's probably not going to have that opportunity for a while. But I mean, just his scoring it's close to that level of Devin Booker, if not the same. So, I have him at 5. I think he. I mean, it's close. I wouldn't necessarily put these other players on this list too far ahead of him. I guess it's just personal preference based off his performance last year in the playoffs. He's proved it. I'm going with Murray.
Okay. That
I
one
like that.
surprised me a little bit. Yeah, I like it though. I like it. My number 5. Nicole might like this too.
I know what
De'Aaron
you're gonna say.
Fox.
Yep.
I like
De'Aaron
it.
Fox. Yeah, I like his game a lot, and I think
That's
it's the
you,
first
D. Fox.
year. Yeah, see,
Mhm.
anybody with the same name as me is going to be a great on it. It could be like effing drawing, it could be freaking anything with school. You're nice, and you're smart too, always. But, and you're always just nice, just super athletic, just nice at every sport. It's like, damn, how you get so good? I just play naturally nice. That's all the Foxes in the world, but. Especially when you got DE as your first, letters in your DE. Also great. No, but seriously, De'Aaron Fox, man, I like his game a lot. I think this is the first year I've watched him play like multiple games. I'm like, dude, this dude's nice. Like, he's just super quick. He can shoot, get to the basket. I just like his game a lot, and I just think he'll be fine starting the team with. I mean, point guard, once again, I like taking my point guards, and I think he has a lot of room to grow as a player. Something I need to watch, though, is maybe you know better than me since you haven't been fancy, Nicola, but how, like, his vision, I haven't really seen, like, his passing abilities like that. But
Yeah.
is he like a ball hog like that?
I don't think so, and
I don't
I know
get
he
that.
gets assists, but to be honest, I haven't really watched the Kings play much, so I can't really
Yeah.
speak on his vision like that. He does get assists, he does get fantasy points, but I don't know if it's like, is it James Harden assists or is it like
Right, yeah,
Jason Kidd assists?
right, yeah.
two
So,
totally
Two completely
stories.
different things.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
complete. Yeah. So yeah, I don't get that vibe. He's a ball hog, stuff like that. So yeah, I like De'Aaron Fox a lot. I would take him number 5 for me. Yeah.
And that's our list.
Yeah, that's a good list. I like the
Yeah,
list.
but
Yeah,
also the people hanging around, like Donovan Mitchell was close. I wanted to take
Yeah.
him.
Right.
Like John Morant is super low.
This
Yeah.
list is so
Dang.
disrespectful,
I was-
bro.
Honestly,
Morant,
I was
15.
debating between
Yeah.
John Morant. My 3 were De'Aaron Fox, Booker, and John Morant. for the
Bro,
last
Trey
spot.
Young is a 16.
Trey
like,
Young too.
we got Trey Young, who's
But starting a team though.
fair. I'm just saying, like, scoring, like, this dude is scoring all these points. Like,
And Tatum is there too.
Tatum is there.
Yeah,
I think,
he's-
in my opinion, Jaylen Brown is number 12, and it's too high. Shai Gillis, way too high for me.
Yeah,
Number 10, Bam Adebayo, number 9. Come on, yo.
yeah, that's too.
That's
high.
pretty
Come on.
crazy.
Sabonis, 18. Sabonis was an all-star. Like,
yeah, that's too low.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
this
they
list is
got-
all over the
this list
place.
They got Bridges, Mikal Bridges over Sabonis. All right, guys, and we're gonna wrap the podcast
Right.
on that
On
note.
that note.
And
yeah.
they
Oh.
also had Michael Porter Jr. versus over Ja Morant. That's just
That's
insane.
crazy.
All right.
Starting to, yeah, that's crazy.
What's this website? NESE. What is this? What is this supposed to be?
I don't know, but it
Don't
is the
recommend it to
ESPN
anybody.
list.
All right, y'all look like y'all sell soap. But we're gonna wrap on that. So that was a good episode, guys. You think that was a good episode?
Pretty solid.
That was
Pretty
cool,
solid.
man. That was cool. That was probably one of our longest episodes. Yeah, we'll get to it.
Could went longer too. We wanted to, but
I know, right? It could have been.
We
This could
talk
have
all
been.
day.
This
Yeah,
could have
we
been
could-
2.5 hours minimum, like
right.
easily.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Win by 2 podcast. We're out.
Peace.
Peace.
Deuce.
Nice guys.